You know, it's kind of funny. We use our hands for absolutely everything, every single day. But have you ever really stopped to think about what's going on inside them? It's this incredible, intricate machine just at the end of our arm.
I mean, how is it even possible for one single tool to do so many different things? We're talking both brute force and microscopic precision.
Like flying across a keyboard. Or, carefully holding a pen just right.
Or even just a simple wave goodbye. Every single one of those actions is powered by this hidden world of tiny, super sophisticated engines. And that's exactly what we're about to dive into. Okay, so let's pop the hood, shall we? First up, we'll look at the two big teams of muscles. Then, we'll get specific and check out the crews that run your thumb and your pinky. And finally, we'll uncover the secret sauce behind your finger's amazing dexterity.
So the first thing you've got to know to really get the hand is that the muscles in charge are split into two totally different groups, and they have two very different jobs.
And honestly, this is where the design is just brilliant. It's all about a division of labor. Think of it like this. All the raw power, for a really strong grip, that comes from the big extrinsic muscles up in your forearm. But all the delicate, super precise stuff, that's all handled by the intrinsic muscles, the tiny little engines located right inside your hand. And those little guys are what we're focusing on.
So these little precision artists are split into four main crews, and each one is a specialist. You've got the thumb team, the little finger team, and then deep inside your palm, you've got two more, the lumbricals and the interossei. They're the ones that get all your fingers working together.
All right, let's meet our first specialist crew. And we have to start with the undisputed MVP of the hand, the thumb.
Go on, take a look at your own hand right now. See that kind of fleshy mound at the base of your thumb? That's called the thenar eminence. And it's not just padding, oh no. That's the command center, the housing for all the muscles that make your thumb so incredibly useful.
And here's the team inside, the abductor that pulls your thumb out, away from your palm, kind of like you're getting ready to give a thumbs up. The flexor, well, that flexes it, bends it. The adductor brings it back in towards your hand. But then there's the opponent's pollicis. This one is the real magic. It's the muscle that lets you swing your thumb across to touch your other fingertips. Go ahead, try it. That incredible little rotation, that's the opponent's muscle in action. And that single movement is one of the most important things in our evolution for using tools.
Okay, so from the superstar thumb, let's swing all the way over to the other side of your palm. The pinky might seem kind of humble, but it's got its own dedicated crew, and believe me, it's super important for your grip.
And just like the thumb, the pinky has its own little muscle mound. This one's called the hypothenar eminence. It's that fleshy part on the outside edge of your palm. It's what lets your hand cup up, which is absolutely crucial for holding on to stuff. This team is basically a mirror of the thumbs. You've got an abductor to pull the pinky out, a flexor to bend it, and an opponent's to swing it across the palm. But check out this last one, the palmaris brevis. This is wild. It's this tiny little muscle with one job. It wrinkles the skin on your palm. Why? To help you get a better grip. How cool is that?
All right, we've done the edges of the hand. Now we're going to go deeper, right into the palm itself, to meet the real unsung heroes, the muscles that handle the most intricate, coordinated finger movements.
And that brings us to the lumbricals. This quote here really nails what they do. The best way to think about it is to imagine you have two sets of puppet strings for each finger, one set to straighten them out and another set to bend them. While the lumbricals are these brilliant little muscles that act like a bridge, connecting those two opposing sets of strings. And because they're connected to both systems, they can do something really unique. They can bend your main knuckles, where your fingers join your hand, while at the same time straightening out the joints further up your finger. And that creates that classic wave or come here motion. It's this complex two-part move, all from one tiny muscle in each finger. It's incredible.
Okay, so the lumbricals have the wave covered. But what about something even simpler? How do you spread your fingers apart and then bring them back together? Well, for that, we need to meet our final team.
Say hello to the interossei. These guys live right between the bones in your hand. And there's a super easy way to remember what they do. It's perfect. Dab and pad. The dorsal interossei abduct, or dab. They spread your fingers apart. The palmar interossei adduct, or pad. They pull your fingers back together. So you dab to spread them and pad to pack them in. Simple. So who's the conductor for this whole intricate orchestra?
Well, this chart shows it perfectly. And what's wild is that it's basically all run by just two main nerves. You can see the median nerve pretty much runs the show on the thumb side of your hand, and then the ulnar nerve takes care of the pinky side, plus all those super important interosseous muscles we just talked about.
So when you put it all together, you've got over 15 of these tiny intrinsic muscles crammed into your palm. Every single one has to fire in perfect harmony for you to do, well, anything precise.
So let's zoom out. What are the big takeaways here? First, remember the two-team system. Power from your forearm, precision from inside your hand. We saw how the thumb and pinky each have their own specialized muscle groups, giving them all that movement. And then deep inside, you've got the lumbricals doing that cool wave motion and the interossei spreading and closing your fingers.
And really, it's this whole complex system, all these specialized teams working together, that makes the human hand so special. It's what allows us to create art, to build technology, to communicate. It's truly foundational to who we are.
So, next time you pick up your phone to send a text, just pause for a second. Which one of these tiny engines are you going to thank? The opponent's pollicis for swinging your thumb over? The interossei for keeping your other fingers steady? Or hey, maybe even the palmaris brevis for making sure you don't drop it? Kinda makes you think, right?